Okay, it says it's recording. So,
Okay. Hi,
hi, I'm
Becca.
Rebecca Morris, and I teach mostly high school online full time.
Cool. And I'm Kelly Alba. I teach art history at a college, and I also own a yoga studio with my husband, and we both teach yoga classes. So I'm very looking forward to. And I went to high school with Becca, and we studied together in very different ways long ago. Now I'm very excited to learn about new ways in education from Becca and her wealth of experience in these strange times when we really need these kinds of resources. So
Right.
thanks.
So this is super unofficial.
Yes.
This is not like any kind of, big online best practices learning training. This is for people who are having to make the transition to online teaching really fast
Yeah.
and just kind of like quick and dirty for your convenience, for y'all's convenience.
Yeah.
What can you do, and what are you likely to want to do?
Awesome.
Okay, so like I didn't make a lesson plan or anything.
Oh, maybe
because
I'll start with
because
questions.
yeah, exactly. I wanted to start with Kelly's questions because you know, I thought that would be good.
Yeah. Okay. So, one of my questions, like, first of all, in joining this call, there were some challenges. I noticed that it's
Yeah.
terrible, like, for many things to have a poor internet connection. But um, so, in terms of setting up this meeting, did
Mhm.
you just like go to Zoom and choose a particular type of thing to set up and then invite
Yeah.
me through my
So
email?
yeah. So you know what? Let me see if I can actually do an Inception kind of screen share thing,
Oh, cool.
where I can actually share my screen in Zoom and show you how I would make a new meeting.
Cool.
Let me see. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, let me do this. So I don't do this on the computer very often. I mostly do the scheduling on my phone,
Yeah.
and then do the actual meetings on the computer.
Right.
But right now, I'm going to try to schedule a meeting on my computer, and you'll get to see if it's like, just if it's any good or not. And if it's not, it'll be hilarious. Okay, I'm trying to share my screen. Come on.
Where are you looking? Is in
Okay,
the
so
bottom.
right, yes, of course, I should explain this. Okay, because it's not, all right. So at the bottom of this window,
Yes.
um,
Oh, share,
if you
perhaps?
hover, yeah, there's a, so it's, there's this whole line of tools,
Yeah.
and they all have little arrows next to them. And there's mute or unmute, stop
Oh,
video or start video. This is, I'm going left to right at the bottom
right.
of my computer screen.
Yes.
Invite. If I wanted to suddenly invite someone right now, I could click that and it would give me a chance to and send an email or copy a URL and text it to somebody, or however I wanted to do it. Because Zoom is mobile friendly too. It doesn't have
Okay.
all the features in mobile, but it can be, like by a student, it can easily be used in mobile, and in a pinch, a teacher can too.
Yeah.
So like if you don't have good Wi-Fi, but your cell signal's okay, you can do that.
Yeah.
And then next to that is manage participants. So I'm actually going to just like do this whole tools thing right now, and then I'll get back to share.
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, I'm a little scattered, but so right now I clicked manage participants, and now I see the list, because I
Uh-huh.
clicked that, and it's me and Kelly. Sorry, I got a phone thing. And so I am going to shut off Kelly's microphone. See if you can talk. Try to talk. No, 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 she's speechless. Okay, yeah, all right. I unmuted you now. And she could have unmuted herself too at the bottom of her screen,
I
I think.
also got
Let's
a
try that.
little
Try
message
that.
that says you're muted by host.
Okay, I'm going to mute you again. See if you can unmute yourself, because I'm not actually sure if that works. Okay, try to unmute yourself at the bottom left of your screen, of your window.
Hey, Becca, don't mute me.
Okay. All
Great.
right, you're no longer speechless. Awesome. Okay, to the right of then, okay, so still going left to right. So that's for manage participants, share. Then I'm going to uh, skip over share for a second.
Okay.
Then there's chat next to that. Um,
Interesting.
so
Ah,
where I
uh-huh.
work, what a lot of people like to do, there is like a hand raising feature, but what a lot of like in meetings and stuff, what a lot of people find more convenient is like if someone wants to
Mhm.
say something, they just blurt it in chat, and then
Yeah.
when there's a convenient break in the presentation or whatever, then you
Mhm.
can when there's a convenient break in the presentation, then you can just like um, check on the chat and see what all
Sure.
people have said and answer questions. And also that gives them a chance to have little side conversations. Like if they're like, what did she say again? And then someone else says, oh, she said this, or
Right.
yeah.
So here's a question that I have in terms of um, like a limit of participant numbers. I have a relatively small class, about
Mm-hmm.
17 students,
Mm-hmm.
if everyone is attending. And then, um, so if I were to have this kind of meeting with them, would I
Mm-hmm.
get like 17 little faces at the top? If everybody has video
Uh-huh.
enabled, is that a thing?
Yeah, you would, there's a couple of choices of viewing.
Okay.
At the top right of your screen, um, what it
Yes.
says in the top right of my screen right now is speaker view, that I can pick
Oh,
where I can do
gallery
this,
view.
or I can pick gallery view where you can see everybody.
Right.
Um, Usually what it looks like on my screen, if there's a bunch of people in a meeting, is like either I can't see anyone at all, depending on the view I pick. Either I
Uh-huh.
can't see anyone at all unless they're the ones talking, or I can see like this little tile of, you know, uh,
Faces.
people, of
Yeah.
faces. If I want to like specifically look at someone's, at someone who's talking, like if they're showing something from
Right.
not on their screen, but like, hey, look at my phone,
Right. Right.
old,
Right.
then you can then you can click on their tile on their face. Thumbnail.
Gotcha.
God, that's the word. Click on their thumbnail,
Cool.
and then you can see them
Wait,
better.
I'm gonna find a piece of furniture that I can rest this on, so I'm not holding it.
Yeah, do
I'm
that.
actually at a different studio right now with
Yeah.
nobody here. So,
All
um,
right.
but so that's,
So,
I mean, I guess like this is still on the participants question.
mhm,
So,
sure.
um, like one of my concerns is um, like in terms of attendance,
Hmm.
just making sure that everybody's there.
Right.
Um, and
So, sorry.
yeah,
Finish what you're
no,
saying.
I mean, that's essentially the heart of the question. That's it.
Okay. So you can go to manage participants that I was mentioning, the same tab that I used um, the same tab that I used
The bottom.
to mute you.
Yeah.
Um, and and it will give you the list of everyone who's there.
Oh, cool. Well, that's easy enough. Nice.
Yeah, I think you can ask them, well, I know, obviously, you can ask them to specifically like put something in chat when they arrive to help make
Oh,
it easier to do it after the fact, whatever's most
right,
convenient for you.
right.
Yeah,
Yeah, that sounds good.
yeah.
Um, yeah, and
Okay, so
then
let me,
okay,
oh no,
so
you go ahead
uh,
with your question,
no,
and
I
then I'll show
realized
you
that my
this.
next question it was just back to like moving towards share, which I
Yes,
know you were
okay,
working.
so that's just what I was about to say. Okay,
Yeah.
so yeah. By the way, I kind of like regress to high school when Kelly's around, so, and that's not her fault, that's just me, that's just my own brain. So if I'm really scattered,
Yeah.
that's why. I'm not always this scattered. Okay, so I'm going back to share.
Blame it on the Kelly.
What?
Blame it on the Kelly. Just
No, it's
kidding.
not you, it's just anyone. It's just
Yeah,
me. Or maybe I just didn't mature, I don't know. That's why I teach
I
high
did.
school. That way no one
Anyways,
notices so much. All right, so I'm going to share screen now. So I clicked the share button at the bottom,
Mm-hmm.
and it's giving me this big list of things I can share.
Mine has 2 things on the list.
Okay, well, that's because you probably have fewer windows open than I do.
Oh, funny. I have desktop and application. Those are my 2.
Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna try just screen. So you
Ooh.
should have this
Oh, cool.
inception thing going on. Now I'm going,
Yeah.
so here is my, hopefully you can see it, my
Yeah.
actual Zoom account thing.
Terrific.
Okay, so I'm gonna schedule a new meeting for tomorrow, and I'm very sorry for if someone just got de-anonymized for something, but hopefully that whole Jonathan interview thing is not too obvious. So I'm just gonna call it Rebecca Morris's Zoom meeting, and I'm gonna schedule it for tomorrow at noon my time.
That's not tomorrow.
You're right, it's so not. This is tomorrow.
Okay.
Tomorrow is my son's birthday, and he's gonna be 13. I'm gonna have a teenager.
Oh
Okay,
my gosh, you have a teenager, Becca.
not yet. I will tomorrow.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Okay. So so it generates so it's not a recurring meeting. So I'm not, can you see my cursor moving? Like, is it visible on the screen? Okay, good.
I do.
Okay, good.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I don't want it to be a recurring meeting, and I want the meeting ID generated automatically. I do not want to require a meeting password, so I'm going to uncheck that.
Okay.
Now I have a choice. I can have the host video, mine, on or off,
Cool.
and the participant video on or off when they first join. You can always switch it once
Okay.
they're there. So now I'm going to do something fun if I can figure out how. Hang on. I just did this like yesterday.
Okay.
I'm trying to give you control. Maybe it's at the top of I'm trying to give you control of my computer.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's under manage participants. More. No, that's not working either. Maybe you might have to be a
So
co-host or
you
something.
you got to this, by the way, from like the Zoom home. I couldn't remember.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, the Zoom home screen. Okay,
Okay.
you know what? I think I have to make you a co-host. Let's see what happens if I make you a co-host.
Okay.
So I went to participants, and I don't mute you. I go to more, make host. Oh, I could have put you in. No, I don't want to change it. I just want to make you the co-host. Come
Oh,
on.
guess what else? I
What?
also it's your desktop is now frozen on my view.
Oh, that's convenient. Now that's just it being slow.
Oh, okay.
That's not anything that to do with
With
anything. Oh, I could remove you too. I could kick you out if I wanted to. I don't want to, but I could.
okay.
How do I get you to? No, I don't want to dock it to the top. Or I guess I do. I don't know. And I just did this like 2 days ago. I was able to show someone how to give control and everything. Do you have a thing under like in your tools to request control? Oh, maybe
Where
it's because I'm doing this. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna finish this, and I'm gonna try something else. Hang on.
okay.
All right,
I'm
so
also looking in my settings and things like
right,
that.
okay, and I'm turning on everyone's. I'm turning on host and participants video.
Okay.
This is gonna be so ridiculous. All right. Yeah, whatever. Okay, I want
Oh,
something
I see
calendar.
things in motion again.
Okay, good. So you know what? I'm just gonna pull up and make a new document, a new Google Doc. New blank document, maybe. Okay, maybe it'll let me give you control on this. Sorry,
Okay. Also,
yeah,
no,
because I like.
I'm not sure that this is something that I would necessarily need,
Mhm.
but can we see what would happen if you are in like screen share mode and I try to share mine also?
Oh, so
What would,
that's actually in the Zoom settings. So you know what? Let me stop the share now because I'm just driving myself nuts. Um,
okay,
and we may have to make just
go
like
into my
another
settings.
video. Okay, so in the settings, oh, where is it? There's somewhere in the settings where you can tell them to change how many people can share. Ah, there we go.
Oh, interesting.
Okay, so at the bottom of where it says share, there's a little arrow next to it that points up, and it
Yep.
says, it has a choice. It says either one participant can share at a time or multiple participants can share simultaneously. So I'm going to click that.
Becca, I don't have that. Oh,
No,
because I'm
you
not the,
don't, because you're not the host.
gotcha.
I'm trying to see. I know there's a way to make someone a co-host, but I don't know how. Okay, it says change the host to Kelly. Now
I,
Kelly is the
I
host,
am the host
but I think
now.
I'm no longer a co-host.
Oh,
Let me
weird.
see.
Oh, but I have that arrow. Wait, multiple participants can share simultaneously.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, anyways, this I can tell is not something I'm going to be doing with my students. It's going to
No,
be
probably not.
a mess.
You know, it makes things look all teeny tiny on the screen, and
Yeah,
since you
yeah, yeah.
do art history, no one will be able to see anything.
No.
Oh, wait, I know. I bet maybe. No, never mind, I lied. Okay, so I'm able to share this, and I can like say, "Hi, how are you?" And you can see it.
Yes. And
And
so
there's a
on.
way
It's
to
fun.
give you control over it. I just don't know what that is, and it's driving me nuts. Um,
Oh,
but
huh.
whatever, I'll just stop sharing. I know it
Yeah.
exists. I know for sure it
Okay.
exists. I'll figure it out. Maybe we can do another super organized thing.
Yeah, 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 yeah. This is a good dry run one.
Okay.
um,
By the way, I would very strongly suggest that your first just plan to have your first class be working out Zoom issues for everybody.
totally.
Like just don't even try to teach anything except for just, and I mean, you know, because everyone's just getting used to it.
Totally.
You know, it's not unless they've taken an online class with it before somehow.
Right. Yeah. Sounds good. Also, interestingly, and maybe I'll send this all to you in an email, but there was like some email discussion with colleagues of mine at the
Mhm.
college about similar tools, and some of them are on platforms that the college is already using
Oh, sure, yeah,
for like giving assignments.
yeah,
So I don't like I don't know like if you've
yeah.
done ever any like Zoom comparison or anything like
I
that, but
mean, I've done stuff on proprietary. I've done Blackboard Collaborate.
mhm.
I've done Skype and Skype for Business.
Uh-huh.
And I think that's pretty much all that I have enough experience in that I could at least do this much of a guide. Um,
Cool.
and honestly, with Blackboard Collaborate, I'm not sure I even could because I use it all the time, but it still confounds me. Not a, you
Yeah.
know, it's not
No.
bad or
Yeah.
anything. I'm
Yeah. Yeah.
just
Yeah.
not as like comfortable telling people about it. And
Sure.
oh, hey, it says I can reclaim host under
Do it.
participants. I'm going to reclaim.
Try.
I'm reclaiming it. I'm the host now. You're not anymore. Okay. I wonder if no, that doesn't make sense either. Hang on. You know what? I'm gonna just like Google how to do this because it's driving me crazy. Again, so many, I keep saying so many things are driving me crazy, but
Oh,
they
you're
really are.
frozen.
What?
Oh.
What did you say? Okay, I think I see how to do it. Okay, all right. I think I see how to do this now. So I'm gonna try screen sharing again on this. I think I know what the issue was. Maybe, possibly, maybe. Okay. There should be something that says options, maybe at the top. Oh no, she left. Okay, I'm gonna unrecord and then call her back. Okay, bye. I'm stopping recording. I'll come back. I'll call her back.